subscribe, leave a comment, and thumbs up. So I left out quite a few things, and I want to add some other stuff that I have found more knowledge about. So over in Japan, they had a big, terrible earthquake and tsunami, and so now they're really scared about this power plant, a nuclear power plant that has chemicals in it. They don't want the radiation to get out, and because if it does explode or something happens, if the stuff melts, it'll be fairly devastating for them over in Japan and people in the surrounding countries. Glad to see all the celebrities and everyone come out and want to donate. They're thinking about doing another charity event like they did for Haiti last year. And I'm glad to see Lady Gaga learn that not using Twitter and wearing a costume is not as effective as, selling something like what she does, like what she has with the wristbands, which is much more effective than saying, I'm not going to use Twitter until people donate money, when you obviously have enough money to donate, And the costume doesn't do anything, it's just picture being taken that people will see and laugh at. And so I'm glad she's going through the right way of doing stuff instead of using her craziness to try to get people's attention. There's this girl on the internet, though, who recorded a video saying that she's happy that this happened because they're atheists, because they don't believe in the same God as we do, or as Christians do. And I find it crazy that someone out there is thinking like that, because the Bible doesn't say to not judge people by who they are, but what they are, and God loves everybody, whatever. So for her to say that, it shows her ignorance and shows how much she doesn't read the Bible, and just the common rule of treat people the way you want to be treated. And just show her ignorance. I'm glad hip-hop singer Nate Dogg passed away at 41. He has been sick for a while. He had a couple of strokes, and very sad to see him die because he's a very talented guy. He had a great voice. I wasn't a fan of his music, but I was a fan of his voice. I loved every song he ever sung, or how he sounded. And he's one of those really hardcore R&B singers, but he's really more hip-hop with it. And it's like Chris Brown, you can't touch him with with that blonde hair. You're not as hard as Nate Dogg will be with your tweets and stuff to Raz B. But he was never acknowledged as he should have been, and he should have been much more bigger than what he was outside of just being a hit. A massive collabo singer and a massive hook singer. That's what he was. He was more famous for his hooks than he was for his own songs. I think that's sad because he was a great, brilliant talent that we have just lost. But in memory of him, let's hope that people could listen to his old music, and hopefully we could, have more talent like that come out instead of non-singers. And speaking of non-singers, I just found out recently that American Idol does not have the people sing live for their group songs. I've always thought it was live until I watched last week, and I was like, wow, this doesn't seem as though it's live. They were lip-syncing. And I Googled it, and it says that they do lip-sync. So I guess I was the only one that didn't know that, because this post was made about 2 years ago or so. So I guess they do lip-sync. It's not as big a deal as I thought it was. But I think it's kind of sad if they hadn't lip-synced the group song. They should sing live all the songs that they do sing live, or that are taped live for us. Just because of the fact that they're in a singing competition, they're not in a, performing competition. Even though it does take to be a good performer to be an overall great singer and sell out concerts and stuff and be the big name superstar. But lip syncing is now a part of it, and I think it's just an easy way out for them to say, hey, let's all, find a way to, get through the song. But, hopefully they put a little bit more effort with it and actually look like they're really singing live, these kids. Because normally they look like they're singing live, but now they just didn't. But make sure you guys watch the rest of this, and peace out. Hey, what's up, YouTube? It's Russell Amber. Some of you guys subscribe right at the top, thumbs up the video, and leave a comment at the bottom. So I'm going to talk about 2 reality TV shows I have watched this past week. First one is the new show by Aubrey O'Day from Danity, Kane, also making the band fame, as well as American Idol. First off, on American Idol, what I have noticed is that a lot of these new contestants are really great singers. There's a lot of great talent on this season, season 10, with the 13 new contestants entering the top 13, which is the second time they've done this before. But they're picking the wrong songs. it all started off with last week when they had a top 24, 12 guys and 12 girls. I feel as though they went too fast with that because there's a lot of people who didn't get noticed by the audience and by the fans on the previous episodes, that when you do the top 24 and then you automatically do the top 13 or the finals, people aren't able to get a personal connection to certain contestants as much as they are with others. That's why I like when they had a top 24 and they had a top 20 and they had a top 18 or whatever it was, and they gave people a chance to showcase themselves week after week after week and get a little bit more personal, side of them, because the fans aren't able to connect with the newer people who they didn't see before as quick as the people who they've seen constantly over and over and over. But with the top 24, they did a top 10 by votes, and they picked 6 people for that they would choose for wild cards. I wish they had had the fans vote for the wild cards, because there's a lot of people who they advanced to the top 13 who people at home probably didn't like, and there was a reason why they weren't originally in the top 10. There's a lot of bad song choicing on this show. One girl sung, a lot of people actually are singing songs that people don't know or not quick to recognize by very popular artists. Like, you don't pick a Michael Jackson song that isn't quite popular or very relevant in the overall Michael Jackson's catalog of music. Neither Diana Ross. Diana Ross has years and years and years of music with the Supremes and different Motown artists, and as well as a solo act. Why would you pick a song that isn't as relevant, or why would you pick a Michael Jackson song? And he has so many songs. That song that the girl picked that night wasn't that great of a song. I don't really know the contestant's name too well right now, so just bear with me. Some standouts: the country guy with a really deep voice. He's really good. He sounded like he could sing any song. The black guy who sang, first of all, in the top 24, the one guy, I don't understand why he would pick OMG as a song, or the other girl picked Only Girl in the World. That was the dumbest choice that you guys could ever pick and make. If you're going to pick in a singing competition, pick songs that people sing. OMG is not a song that Usher sung himself. He sings it, obviously, but he's not singing it to show off his voice. He's singing it just to get the song done. It's not a song that he's not even trying to showcase his vocals. He's not even singing that great on that song, and he knows it, and we know it as an audience, because it's a song that's mostly for dancing. That's the only reason why OMG is, released, because it's a dance song, not a vocal show-off song. And I understand why he picked that song. Anyways, in the top 13, the girl who wants to be like Selena and J-Lo, I like the fact that she could go and do different from Spanish and English, but she did seem kind of nervous on the stage. The one girl with the black hair and with the short dress, she's a really pretty girl, nice body, but I realized that she's going to probably play off using her body to get votes by the male viewers, because she was singing this slow song by Celine Dion, performed by Celine Dion, previously performed by other people, and she wore a really short mini dress, and I don't understand why would you wear that if you're singing a ballad. I was really impressed by the last girl with the dreads, the light-skinned black girl, who she did Rihanna's Umbrella, and she did an amazing job. She worked with the actual producer of Umbrella, which is one thing I enjoy about this season. A lot of people are able to do actual performances, and the one guy has a chorus behind him, other person has backup singers that were sort of looked like them. It was like individualized performances, almost like a war show. As they said in articles previously to the actual show coming on, they said that it was going to be more of like a war show. So that's a really nice thing, that people could get personalized songs and stuff. Maybe they had dancers dance backup for them. But anyways, she did a Rihanna. She showed off that she's not just this, in the R.I.P, Erykah Badu, earthy, neo-soul type singer, that she could actually do, upbeat dance pop songs. And I think America got it right. I think the girl with the curly hair, the black girl, I think her name was I can't think of her name. They kept comparing her to Diana Ross. I didn't see it myself. Maybe she was just always picking the wrong songs. I didn't like when she sung how she always said, hey, it's not your song to be, make it so personalized and making it so taken away. It almost seems like that take away from the song when she performs it. And it's not even her material work to, do that kind of stuff with it. And America got it right. I hope these people keep picking good songs and learn from their mistakes from these weeks. And I just really like the idea of them working with producers and getting to make the songs a little bit more personalized to themselves, something they couldn't do previously, whereas people were only just, playing the guitar. It makes it more interesting to watch and see how they remix their version of the songs, rather than make it stick to almost like a karaoke version. It's more of a personalized version for themselves. And now, from American Idol, there's a show called All About Aubrey. She was one of my favorite members of Danity Kane, and one thing I did not like about the end of Danity Kane, everyone made it seem as though the whole group ended because of her. But what people don't realize is that, after the show ended, Aubrey worked with D. Wood's sister. She also had videos up of her and Andrea hanging out on Twitter. People forum spring questions to them and took them questions, and it's up on YouTube. I forget what the forum is, the video chat what she was doing, but Lil Wayne does it and Soulja Boy does it, that same medium that they use. She recorded videos with Andrea, so that goes to show that she wasn't angry with them or wasn't any beef between any of the girls. It was just something that Diddy tried to conjure up to make the public dislike her, and try to show us that, make us think that she was the reason why Danity Kane ended. But actuality, we know that Diddy wanted to make music with Dawn. As I said in my Biggie video, he takes your resources, and as soon as he doesn't need you, he drops you. That's the only reason why the girls didn't come back. Why else would he fire them and not take them off the contract? Which I think was real messed up, because that was a good 6 months when they couldn't work and couldn't sign to a record label. Anyways, we see Dawn as now just a backup singer for Diddy, not a lead singer for a group, and we see that she has to hold back every single time she performs because, it's Diddy's show and Diddy's in the spotlight. But anyways, Aubrey, she debuted a new TV show. I'm really interested in watching it and keep watching it and finding out a little bit more about her and her career. She has gained a little bit of weight, and a lot of people are saying she gained a lot of weight on the show, but, you got to take your wins with your losses, and I think she looks really excellent. I mean, maybe she could work out just a little bit, but hey, I'm not the one to talk. I'm kind of chubby myself, as you guys see in the video back in the summertime that I posted up with me and Amber. I wasn't the most in shape person, but hey, we like to eat, what I gotta say. Anyways, Aubrey took off her makeup, and I gotta say, she's a very beautiful young lady. I don't know why a lot of you girls like to pound on the makeup and stuff, because a lot of you guys look a lot better without the makeup on. And, just make yourself look younger. And she looked a lot younger, and she looks more like herself from when I remember her from making the band days, when she first auditioned, then with the makeup off, than she does with the makeup on. I'm really looking forward for her. She's a great combination of a love child between Britney Spears and Christina Aguilera. She's not a great singer as Christina, and she's not as great of an overall performer as Britney Spears at her peak. But what she does bring is a great live vocals and a great stage performance and stage presence. And she's just an overall great star, a great person with a great attitude. And I'm rooting for you, Aubrey, and I hope the best for you. And make sure you guys check out the show. In this episode, she worked with Dogg, who was a former vocals coach from making the band for them, and she also has her manager Johnny Wright, who also managed Britney Spears, Justin Timberlake, and Saint Backstreet Boys, Menudo, the new version, which didn't work out too great. And it's just good to see that she's working back with the people who helped her out in the past with making the band. She also has a choreographer from, I believe, the Danity Kane making the band tour. And I think I heard Lorianne's voice. Lorianne, I hope you do help her out a little bit, because if it wasn't for her and the overall making the band idea with the girls, you're her name wouldn't be as relevant now as it was if the show would have never taken off. You know, she became a sort of a household name as a choreographer by being on that show. So hopefully she does help Aubrey out, since we all know the outburst between Diddy and Lori and the other Making Band season. And Aubrey did say that she does have a little encountering with Diddy, and she reaches out to him, and that's a good look for her. It shows that she's moving on with her life, and she's accepting what had happened in the past. And I hope the best for her, and I hope her music and her music career stays going on, and it's not just another 15 minutes of fame. But I do hope that she changes her attitude and becomes a better person and a better lookout on life, and not become too much of a socialite and become more of an artistic, talented person. Because she does have the talent, all the potential there. She did it with Danity Kane, and then kind of halted when she got fired. But I hope and wish for the best for her. And hope you guys check out both shows, American Idol and the new Aubrey, All About Aubrey. It comes on Monday nights after Bad Girls Club on Oxygen. So you guys rate and thumbs up the video, subscribe at the top, and leave a comment at the bottom. So you guys think about American Idol. Do you guys like Danity Kane? Do you guys think Danity Kane will ever get back together? I don't think so anytime soon. If Dawn is still acting the way she is, she doesn't recall, as what they're saying from Danity Kane's side, other members, is that they're not really able to reach out to Dawn because she's not returning calls or emails or anything like that. So it seems as though she's like useless to them because, you know, she's like, I need to look out for herself. As we've seen in the show, that's what she did. And let me guys know what you think about Idol and Aubrey. And thanks for watching.